Hello, Aluxers, welcome back. We're glad you joined us today. In these uncertain times, it's not a bad idea to start thinking about your next big financial decision. Installing a bunker might have sounded outrageous just a couple of weeks ago, but bunker companies are seeing an increase of 2,000% in bunker inquiries because of COVID-19. The driving force behind building a shelter is protection. Protection from nuclear warfare, disease, economic collapse, environmental catastrophe, and of course, an apocalypse. Planning to go underground involves not just purchasing food and beverages, but also mentally preparing for a life without sunshine and fresh air. And no amount of money can provide those elements that nature gives us for free. If you're not willing to take your chance in this unpredictable world but haven't got quite enough to move into one of these bunkers, we'll give you some advice to build your own bunker. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 10. Atlas Galvanized Steel Underground Shelter from $19,000. Atlas has a solid reputation for delivering survival shelters dating back to the Cold War era. The original company started in the 50s in Sacramento, California. Their main range includes fallout shelters, tornado shelters, and the NATO series with these common features. The shelter doors are gas-tight, airtight, waterproof, and bullet-resistant. Your budget will determine the kind of bunker you're able to purchase. For about $19,000, you can order a bunker to go in your backyard. This affordable option measures 8 foot by 8 foot. It's rust-free, weighs 8 tons, and has an air filtration system, an armor-plated hydraulic hatch, toilet, and collapsible bunk beds. If you'd like to invest a bit more, consider the Washington from the Platinum series. The Washington will require a down payment of $442,800. It's a 4-bedroom underground bunker with every amenity you would need. In these situations, it's more a case of the survival of the richest as opposed to the survival of the fittest. Number 9. Vivos from $35,000. This California-based company was founded by Robert Vicino, and they're known for using fear to drive the sales of their underground shelters. They've successfully used prophecies from the Bible, Nostradamus, and various prophets to warn potential clients of an Armageddon, volcanic eruptions, anarchy, comets, and asteroids. Before buying one of their bunkers, it's reported that you must undergo an extensive interview to prove that you can contribute to the survival of the planet. The first shelter is in Indiana and can accommodate 80 people. It can withstand 20 megaton nuclear bomb and sold out at $35,000 a person. They also have Vivos X Point in South Dakota, where you can buy a shelter for between $17,500 and $35,000 with the very basics in terms of fittings. There is a 99-year lease you need to sign at $1,000 a year. These bunkers are big enough to accommodate 10 to 20 people each, and there are 575 of them. Number 8. NORAD Shelter Systems from $40,000 to $250,000. This American company can offer you everything you require for a smooth transition from above ground to below ground, thanks to the hard work and dedication of their principal mechanical engineer, Walton W. McCarthy. McCarthy was the former president of Radius Engineering and had been building bomb shelters since 1978. His interest in this line of work was piqued when he overheard a conversation between a family discussing their suicide pact should there be a nuclear war. The young girl in the family asked, if she grew up, would it be possible for her to be a fashion designer? McCarthy wrote several books on the effective designing and manufacturing of underground shelters. He has 12 patents to his name and has installed 1,400 underground shelters to date. A standard shelter comes with a kitchen, bathroom, beds, and nuclear, biological, and chemical protection. Costs fluctuate depending on what you install, but things like gun vaults, escape hatches, and electromagnetic protection will bump up the price quite a bit. Number 7. Trident Lakes, $449,000 to $1.9 million. When Trident Lakes was being pitched to potential buyers, they had an unusual combination of decadence and DEFCON 1 preparedness. This was the place to invest if you wanted to survive the apocalypse. If you wanted a piece of safety, it would cost you between $449,000 to $1.9 million. The developers had to recoup their costs of $300 million to get the land ready for survival. The estate above ground was an upmarket country club estate, and below ground featured condominiums and communal living. It's unclear how far construction went because in 2018, Trident Lakes filed for bankruptcy. Owner and manager John Eckert was accused of money laundering. Perhaps now, with the world on edge waiting for the final tip, Trident Lakes might see some sort of revival. And Luxers, prepare yourself because there is a survival bunker that is so top secret, you'll need a password just to access their website. Number 6. Atlas Missile Silo Home, $750,000. In Saranac, New York, sits a 40-year-old missile silo. Defense workers once sat in this silo, waiting for orders to initiate a missile strike. Decommissioned years ago, this silo was converted into a survival bunker able to withstand nuclear war. Inside, you'll come across strong reminders of the Cold War, control panels and display clocks prominently showing the time across 3 continents. There are domestic furnishings like a beautifully finished kitchen, ensuite bedrooms, and a media room. The silo is surrounded by thick forest, making the inhabitants feel more secure, and should there be a need for a quick escape, there's also an airplane runway and a storage hangar. Number 5. The Aristocrat, $8.3 million. Doomsday bunkers might sound all doom and gloom, but it doesn't mean they have to emulate it too. Depending on your budget, you could easily buy the Aristocrat. Rising S bunkers have every kind of bunker for every kind of situation, including safe rooms, bomb shelters, storm shelters, and blast doors. Their mini bunker measures 8 by 12 and retails for $35,500. The mini bunker comes standard with an air filtration system, bunk bed, alcohol-burning stove, sink, and shelving. There's a shower, composting toilet, and TV/DVD player. And of course, you can add more options to suit the requirements of your family's needs. The creme de la creme is their Aristocrat. For $8.3 million, you can sleep more than 50 people comfortably. The master bedrooms have queen beds and personal bathrooms with showers, custom kitchens with stoves, double sinks, custom cabinets, fridges, and freezers. There's a fitness center, a sauna, hot tub, and swimming pool. There's a games room with billiard tables, a bowling alley, media room and cinema, gun range, and a huge family and dining room. It comes standard with a greenhouse with LED grow lights and irrigation, a workshop, garages, and extra storage. Some might feel it's a small price to pay for the added benefit of staying alive. And Luxers, if living underground doesn't sound optimistically bright to you, then you can keep saving and invest in some above-ground real estate. Check out our top 10 most expensive homes in 2020. Number 4. Luxury Underground Doomsday Bunker, $17.5 million. Think of any kind of disaster that could happen, and this underground bunker has you covered. Chemical attacks? Safe. Asteroid? Safe. Nuclear explosion? Safe. Zombies? Safe. Its location is undisclosed, but we know it's somewhere in Tifton, Georgia. It's 2 stories with 12 bedrooms and has all the amenities you would expect after shelling out $17.5 million. There's a library, computer room, home theater, conference room, workshop, and recreation room. You'll stay connected with DSL technology. Decontamination showers come standard, along with solar backup power, secure air intake, and state-of-the-art water systems. And Luxers, if you'd like to take a crack at building your own survival bunker, here's a few tips. Most people opt for converting a shipping container into a shelter, and that's great. Just remember they're only reinforced on the corners, so if you don't reinforce the top or sides, they won't handle a car or heavy vehicle driving over it. Your foundation hole needs to be 2 feet deeper than the container, and the I-beams will work well to support the roof. Don't forget to install air vents and camouflage the shelter by placing topsoil and grass above the ground. Bring in your food, beds, and whatever else you need at a fraction of the cost of buying new. Number 3. The Survival Condo Project, $20 million. Let's quickly list 3 things needed for survival: a pool, cinema, and a bar. Yep, those are 3 of the survival features you'll find inside the Survival Condo Project. When you head to this property located somewhere in Wichita, Kansas, you'll find a simple cabin home. But don't let looks deceive you, because underneath the closet door is where you'll find the secret door to Narnia. I mean, the survival condo. Purchased by Larry Hall in 2008, this unusual missile silo cost $300,000. A 2,000-pound blast-proof steel door takes you into 2,000 square feet of luxury. Hall spent a further $20 million designing this silo to accommodate the world's wealthiest. 55 people have allegedly bought into the silo, but their names remain top secret. One buyer was said to have filmed the view from her Manhattan loft over 12 months, so that should she need to enter the underground bunker, she would have the same image screened in her private apartment. Inside are gardens with fresh fruit and vegetables, growing with the help of grow lamps and hydroponics. There's enough food to last each person 5 years. You can buy a penthouse for $4.5 million, a full floor for $3 million, and a half a floor for $1.5 million. Included in the price is internet access, survival training, a jacuzzi, designer kitchen, and master bedroom with opulent en-suites. You know, the regular home away from home feel. The shared spaces include a library, climbing wall, swimming pool complete with a slide, shooting range, cinema, a video arcade, and a bar. Number 2. The Oppidum. Cost unknown. This underground haven has been dubbed the largest billionaire bunker in the world, and mum's the word with what's on the inside. Even heading onto their website requires you to have a secret password. Located in the Czech Republic, the Oppidum sprawls across 77,500 square feet, and it's allegedly all done for one owner, but who that owner is unclear. Czech entrepreneur Jakub Zamrasil was the brain behind this survival palace, and the last update was that there were several interested parties in the property. There's an underground garden with simulated lighting, jacuzzi, swimming pool, gym, spa, cinema, games room, bar, and beautiful bedrooms, bathrooms with rainfall showers, and living spaces. You'll remain connected to the outside world with state-of-the-art communication systems, and there's fingerprint recognition and video surveillance. A spokesperson confirmed a person could survive 10 years inside the bunker if necessary. Number 1. Vivos Europa One. $1 billion replacement value. We mentioned Robert Vicinio earlier, and he's developed an underground shelter that has been described as an underground cruise ship for the rich. He's allegedly insured the bunker for $1 billion. To purchase into the Vivos Europa One, you need to receive a special invitation. Each family will have 2,500 square feet of floor space, and they choose their own contractor, architect, and designer to complete their living space. Each apartment costs $2.2 million, and there's room for up to 10,000 people inside. Situated in Rothenstein, Germany, this converted former Cold War bunker is said to be one of the most fortified on Earth. It can survive an earthquake, tsunami, chemical warfare, an apocalypse, thermonuclear war, and even a direct plane crash. Inside are top-of-the-range amenities like theaters, gyms, a swimming pool, restaurants, a bar, microbrewery, a chapel, and fish tanks. There was talk of a small zoo, as well as a DNA and seed vault. The company are said to be working on their largest shelter yet, one that will spread across 3 million square feet and include an underground lake, golf course, and a baseball field. And with all this said, Aluxers, that's a wrap. But before you go, we're curious. Would you consider heading underground and living in a bunker for months to survive any unplanned misfortune that happens above ground? What would be your number one coping mechanism? Let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's that bonus you so deserve. If you're not keen to purchase a permanent underground space, you could consider staying at Arizona's deepest, darkest, quietest hotel room. At around $800 a night, the Grand Canyon's Caverns Suite is 220 feet underground, has a library with National Geographics from 1917, and an old record player with records. It can sleep 6 people, and might just be the perfect place to ride out the apocalypse without the commitment. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.